shitstorm is coming. What's the moment of death? How do you know? What is dementia, actually? The piece really isn't about loss. What I'm interested in most is the consciousness of dying. I recently took care of and essentially watched my parents die. This was happening concurrently with Hurricane Sandy, which is coming up the East Coast.
The wind is just incredibly strong, blowing over hurricane force. I can't stand here without leaning. Just incredible wind.
And so on the TV was a lot of reporters standing on the beach, being pelted with rain and wind and that kind of a thing. And I couldn't help but draw a correlation between the person who's going through their own journey towards death and then this reporter who's perhaps reporting on the species-wide, death of the planet. I'm trying to find a poetic way of describing the experience and share the experience in a way. Oh, something like that? Yeah. So it can't go high, so or maybe you're swinging this way. Theater, for me, is it's experiential. There's a phenomenological aspect to it. So being in the room and trying things and seeing what happens, the evidence of staging of the actual people speaking and doing actions is where I test my theories. I see the whole thing as a process of discovery. That said, I do make decisions and stick to them. We have to, because in a collaborative effort, one must say, yes, I want this, and no, I don't want that, so that we can move forward. So everything ties back to the actual story, and so the decisions about what set elements are used, what the stage looks like, all come back to, dramaturgically to, if you will, to the source, my parents' house. I'm kind of playing my father. I mean, not literally, but yeah, he's there, the spirit of him. For one, I hope that it opens thinking about the end of life in a way. What that might be like, what that experience is like for those who are approaching that. And then for oneself. I don't think in our culture, I'm talking about American culture, we're comfortable dealing with aging, or let alone dying, of the body falling apart or the mind falling apart, and all the fears associated with that. I don't think there's a penultimate way to do this. I think it's hard to really pin any sense of what we're doing here down. But we can use the power of metaphor if we want, or the power of action, meaning I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm interested in finding meaning by having a complex language. It's not the squishy thing like, I don't know what this is about, or I'm avoiding something. It's actually, no, I'm actually going at something that's more complicated and harder to pin down, and allowing that to be the quote-unquote truth, if you will.